So it's been a little while. Going to do a little update for the Maudal Musical Machines shop talk here. Let's see, I've been working on a couple of different things. There's actually some pretty cool updates going on. As always, it's 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, 4 forward, 2 back. It's kind of like if you've ever watched that movie, Legend of the Drunken Master. It's like, whoa, whoa. Anyway, this guy here, the mandolin, was just about ready to go out, and I noticed there was just a little stuff on the finishing that I didn't like on the headstock here, so I've gone ahead and done a little bit more filling, and then I'll level this today, and then shoot, probably 6 coats of finish on it, and so that adds about 72 hours or so of curing, but I will still be able to get this baby off to her owner soon. She's been strung up and played. She's become an instrument. I really am pretty happy with how this little guy came out. So that's one thing. This is a commission, so basically it was bought before it even started. And then over here we have a really good friend of mine who wanted a jazz box, and so I kind of resurrected old guitar that had been around. I first made this about probably 4 or 5 years ago, and it sounded great and it looked great, but it weighed about 80 pounds and just wasn't going to cut it. So essentially I exploded it. I sliced it down all the seams and opened the whole thing up and recarved the inside, pretty much like you do the inside of a mandolin or a jazz box. And went ahead and put it back together. I made a brand new neck for it. This is called the Harlequin, and it's going to my friend Ted out in Massachusetts, and I'm pretty psyched about this one too. Finish is still curing. It's going to cure for a little bit longer, and I hope to be able to ship her out by the end of the month. And by the way, what is it, by the way? March 24th. Right, so March 24th, February we had 80-degree weather. March, it's like, wear your freaking beanie weather. It's bizarre. But at any rate, we ordered some pretty special pickups for this one too from David Plummer, whose company Zhangbucker has been putting out some of the most spectacular hand-wound pickups I think that are out there. They're really super clear for humbuckers. And these are going to be a T-bucker in the bridge and the original slugbucker in the neck. And these are going to be the pure hand wounds that he does. He just basically did some research and saw that some of these old Gibson pickups that had been wound, they weren't perfectly, they were actually getting these interesting braid patterns and stuff just by, random, not really winding it perfectly and stuff like that. And so he basically did a lot of study and trial and error and came up with the thing that works, that magic thing, and they're pretty spectacular, so I'm really happy with that, and I'll be using the big old buffer here pretty soon, probably in another couple of days or so, getting on this. But I just wanted to touch base with you all again and let you know I'm still here, not going anywhere. I actually have, let's see, there's two other things too. There's a gentleman, Jochen, in Germany, who is buying Night, which you may remember was in the Indiegogo campaign as a kind of a perk on that, and I did some playing on that. That's also on this YouTube channel here that you can find on the Maudal Musical Machines YouTube channel. I did a little playing on it. It's not spectacular playing, but at least you'll hear the guitar. But at any rate, that one's going to Germany later this week, in fact. And then there's another gentleman who was looking for one of my older resonators that I might be able to let go of for a little less, and we worked it out. I want these guitars to get out to people. I want real musicians to be able to play them. They're not just for doctors and lawyers, although I have nothing against doctors and lawyers. At any rate, so he's going to take the Mermaid Biscuit Bridge that has been living up in Santa Barbara at the Guitar Bar for a while, and he's going to get that one next month, so I'm pretty excited about that. So I've got like a whole bunch of little sales and commissions that happen like one right after the other, so looks like we're going to be able to keep going. I will get back to you again sometime soon when there's some new things to tell you, and I'm sure that there will be. So meanwhile, be well, be great.